Oh. Snap. What you gonna do about that, huh? Oh. Who the hell could that be? I wasn't expecting anyone today. You made it. Glad you stopped by. Wasn't expecting anyone. Please, come on in. Make yourself at home.
Hey, you sexy bitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The Boogeyman is back. Again. Keanu Reeves is back as the action-packed, brutal, and everyone's favorite international assassin, John Wick. Now, John Wick Chapter 2 follows Wick again, where Wick is once again forced out of retirement by a former associate who wants control over the International Assassins Guild, a guild that is bounded by a blood oath. John must travel to Rome, go on missions, and square up against some of the world's deadliest assassins, criminals, killers, and villains. All this and more in John Wick Chapter 2. The first thing I have to talk about is how the opening to this movie is completely bonkers. It's crazy, it's brutal, and it's batshit crazy. I absolutely loved it, and it's something we don't get all that much in modern day action movies. And I can tell you, this is honestly some of the best action scenes I've seen all year. Everything from the stunts, the style, and the editing were all tremendously well done. If you are an action movie fanboy or fangirl, get out your tissues, your baby wipes, your Kleenex, whatever it is that you use, because this movie, you're gonna have to clean up after seeing these action scenes because it is orgasmic. I'm telling you, it is that amazing. I absolutely loved it, and you will love it as well. And I can tell you, the director, let me look up his name, Chad Stahelski, is truly someone who knows and cares and appreciates the art of action. I thought he did an amazing job. I actually recently read that he was a stunt double for Keanu Reeves on the set of The Matrix. So therefore, he's someone who knows, the art of action in a way. But one of my personal biggest problems with, a lot of action movies today is they follow this lazy, non-traditional trend when it comes to camera work. Like, all the camera work is really shaky and you can't really see what's going on. It's not creative, it's not lazy, it is lazy actually, excuse me. It's just something I wish we wouldn't get anymore in movies. But I can tell you, but in this movie, you can actually tell what is happening. The action is very well filmed, and honestly, it's really well choreographed as well. I have not seen action scenes this well filmed since 2014's The Raid 2. And speaking of The Raid films, there are a lot of similarities between this movie and The Raid. Like the first John Wick movie was like the first Raid movie, where the first Raid movie was, more of an action film, a good action film, and then The Raid 2 was very similar to John Wick 2. Meaning we see more of the world, we see more of the criminals, and how these people interact with each other. So I actually really appreciate that we see more of the world. It's the world of Wick in a way. So also like The Raid 2, this sequel takes place immediately after the events of the first John Wick film. The villain in this movie is Santino D'Antonio. I know that actor from somewhere. I've seen him in the movie Burnt with Bradley Cooper. Now, I kind of like, I like the villain in the first John Wick movie a little bit more. This villain I thought was really weak and could have used some more motive and more character development. It seemed like he was your more typical bland bad guy. And yeah, he was very white yogurt. And the film immediately dives into, showing us more of this world and all the criminals that are a part of it. even though this world is really violent, it's a beautiful looking world actually. Like the cinematography, the lighting, the mise-en-scene, and overall, the way this world looks is exceptional. Also, the people who are a part of this crime organization, I guess you could call it, are very cool, stylish, and at times I thought it would be a cool world to be a part of actually. These criminals, assassins, thugs, they all stay hidden in dark, crime-filled societies and places. Yeah, it was kind of cool. So the film does a fantastic job at expanding on the universe, as I previously mentioned. It really is it's the rule of narrative where it's, show us, don't always tell us. And they do show us through action, dialogue, and various scenes throughout the film. One of my favorite scenes actually is when Wick is getting body armor, preparing to buy some body armor, but it's like he's getting a suit. Like the guy's asking him, oh, what style, what cut? Italian style? I just thought that was kind of funny. Also with this organization, you have no clue who's a part of it. I thought that was really well done as well, meaning there's so many people in this organization, it's almost impossible to take care of everyone, and therefore we almost have homeless men as hitmen for hire. It's not like they're holding up signs, like little cardboard signs that read, will work and murder for food, God bless. But it's more like, how can I put this without reading it? One moment, you could have a hitman who's like John Wick wearing a really nice suit, but on the other hand, there could be another hitman who looks very homeless, and he could be the local janitor at your Jack in the Box fast food joint. Laurence Fishburne is also in the movie, so in a way it's kind of like a Matrix reunion for Reeves and Fishburne, which I thought it was really cool to see them on screen together. But honestly, Laurence Fishburne is cool in the movie, but at times he does overact. It seems like he's, how can I put this? He overacts, like when he says, somebody please get this man a gun. Like that, yeah. I can't act either, but hopefully you know what I mean. Also, Common and Reeves have the best fight in the movie. It looks like it was all done in one take, which was amazing, because that's very hard to do. And it looks amazing, and once again, Common always plays a terrific bad guy. I just like seeing Common as a bad guy. In Suicide Squad, Wanted, so many movies lately. Also, Ruby Rose, she's been in a lot of action movies this year, like Resident Evil, The Final Chapter, and Triple X 3. And she's starting to slowly become one of my favorite female action stars. I like her as a DJ, and when she first was starting to get into acting, I'm like, I don't know, man. Usually when people make the transition from music to movies, it doesn't really go all that well. But I honestly think she could keep this going and be like a iconic female action star in a way. Because she's pretty, she's badass, she seems dedicated. I mean, seriously, she's just done 3 action movies already in 2017, and 2017 just started. And also, she plays a character in the film that is deaf, and she actually doesn't speak, she just uses sign language. And I think that's pretty good. Not because she's a bad actress or anything, but it makes the movie more diverse and original when you have a villain who doesn't speak at all, actually. And I know we're talking about a world full of thugs, criminals, assassins, and death, but one thing I have to discuss here is this is honestly a really diverse movie. We get men, women, different races of people, different cultures. Ruby Rose has proudly come out as a lesbian, and this is the type of cast we should be seeing in 2017 and beyond. Keanu Reeves is great in the role as John Wick. He really looks worn down, beat up, ready to fight. He really is John Wick. Reeves has always come off as like a real cool, respectful and easygoing guy. However, he has never really been the best actor. Like, when it comes to delivering his lines, at times it seems like he's almost asking his lines. Also, at times Wick might as well be, Wolverine from the X-Men. He is shot at, stabbed, hit by cars, and brushes it off like it's nothing. If anything, Wick was probably part of the Weapon X program, which at times comes off just a little cartoonish. Another problem I had is everyone in this film compares, John Wick to the Boogeyman. He is a killer, he is Jason Bourne, and James Bond times 10. But Reeves never struck me with that much fear. The opening of the film plays up how John Wick is really scary, how he's ruthless, and how he even killed someone with a pencil. Who does that? Which, the pencil thing reminds me of the Joker in The Dark Knight. Anyway, even though this guy is killing people with, school supplies, I just wish he was more intimidating and he did more intimidating things throughout the film than just the whole shoot 'em up style. So these are my final Bitch and Buddha thoughts on John Wick Chapter 2. This really is a rare kind of sequel, because it doesn't force a love interest, it expanded the world, it wasn't a complete copy and paste from the first film, it took advantage of a new location, and the new location actually added to the story. I believe action movie fans will love it. Common and Reeves have the best fight in the whole movie. I love that fight. In addition, Rose and Reeves have a fight in the Hall of Mirrors that reminded me very much of Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. So there are a lot of throwback sequences to older action films. This world they created is very stylish, it's fun, it has mind-blowing stunt work. Unlike the first film, no animals were harmed in the making of this movie. And it's everything a sequel really should be. Is it better than the first film? I believe they are both equally brilliant. But if I had to give this a rating, I believe John Wick Chapter 2 earns an 8 out of 10. So if I were you, I would check out John Wick. I really enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people are really enjoying it. It has wonderful ratings on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. So, that's all I can really say about this right now. So those are my thoughts on John Wick Chapter 2. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I know it's a little longer than my other reviews, just this movie is so good I just had to get into detail with it without any spoilers, of course. So thank you all for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I would love if you could give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll like one of my reviews in the future or one of my other videos. That being said, who do you think would win in a fight between John Wick, James Bond, and Jason Bourne, and why? Me personally, I think I would have to go with James Bond. That's just my opinion. But I'm interested in what you guys think. Thank you all for watching this video, and remember, don't just get down, but get boogie.
Hey!